Yo, what's up? What is up? What is up? What is up? Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. Now, I've been sitting here, minding my own business, not bothering nobody. I repeat, not bothering nobody. And all of a sudden, I look around and everybody was waiting on this verdict. They was sitting back waiting on this verdict. They eyes was all like this. They was waiting on it so bad. Oh yeah, they were ready for it. So they thought. They thought they was ready for this verdict. Everybody and their mama knew he was gonna get off. You got you got Iggy Azalea writing the judge. Your little side piece that you used to hit, that's what you finna do? That's finna get Tory Lanez home. That's gonna be the one to get it done. The judge is gonna see. The judge is gonna see. Oh my God. The judge is gonna see the letter from Iggy Azalea and say, "Well, damn, what? Is she gonna get a judge some to let you go? Give you some reduced time?" So my thing is, everybody's outraged, and I'm confused. Why are you outraged? Yeah, we got a stream yard tonight. So everybody get to jump on in here. Everybody gonna get a chance to go in there and say what they got to say about this. Everybody gonna have their shot. Well, it don't make any sense, people. See, here's the main problem that we have here that's not adding up. It's completely not making any type of sense whatsoever. Tory Lanez, right, found guilty of firing a gun, already had a gun charge previously, and people are upset. The man already had a previous gun charge. Why is anybody upset? Didn't he have guns prior? So he already had a prior. He going to this, and people want to say, "Oh no, he's innocent." Why? Because academics said it, then said he did it, then gonna turn back the other way. I wish they'd have sued his little chipmunk ass and got him in there. Tory Lanez was found guilty. He has to go to jail for the crime. That's what happens when you commit a crime. You go to jail. I don't know if your message had profanity in it. They probably took it down. I didn't do it, but they probably did. Mm-mm, mm-mm. You see, everybody has their own little thing about what happened. It's reasonable doubt. It's not reasonable doubt when they have you basically admitting to your stupidity through text messages. It's not all this free Tory. Free Tory. Free Tory. Free Tory. He's an idiot. I want Tory Lanez to do the entire 10 years. No dancing. I want him to do the entire 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I want that man to do all of 10 years. He was admitting to it on the phone call, everything. He know he did it. I knew he did it. He's a goofy. And he's getting exactly what a goofy gets. This is a goofy's reward. You go to jail. You don't pass go and collect your $200. He's in there promoting a new album on his sentence date. And they in there, yeah, his new album is doing great. Well, good. When he get out in 10 years, or whenever the date he gets out, because I don't know how much time he got have to serve, but when he get his ass out, he'll have some money, won't he? So when he over in Canada, when he deported, when he get out, he can go over there and start his career all over again. But now, when you get out, maybe you got some maturity in you. See, you put yourself there. You kept thinking because the rules don't apply to you for some reason. You're a celebrity with a failing career, which was part of the argument. You was found guilty of shooting Meg Thee Stallion in the foot, right? They tried everything to keep you from going to jail. But old Daystar Peterson, he couldn't let it go. Of course, he pleaded not guilty. He thought he was going to get the jury and cause so much doubt in the case that he was going to go home. And this would be good publicity for another album. Oh, but they had other plans for you, old Daystar. They had other plans for you. The jury found you guilty. Assault with a semi-automatic firearm, carrying a loaded firearm, unregistered firearm in the vehicle, discharging the firearm, and gross negligence. Found guilty of all of those charges. And y'all here saying, forget all that. That don't mean nothing. Let's just forget all that. That don't matter. That's what y'all telling me. None of that matter. We need to just omit all of that and blame her friend. Her friend did it because she was jealous they were sleeping together. Y'all love those conspiracy theories, don't you? Y'all eat it up. Eat it up like candy. But the realism is, it's much more simpler than that. Meg and Kelsey are just liars. Sure, they liars. And you know who ain't lying? The people that actually said we got shot. In this case, these two liars was telling the truth. Meg know Tory shot her. I knew he did it. His ways and actions. But his ego, he thinking he finna get off because he got them to not say nothing. I know he offered them money. Y'all like, why Kelsey talking all that? Because she's like, look, I took money. She took the money. Think she didn't? Now, if we gonna look at the full scale chart, what are we gonna be thinking about here? We gonna be looking at the full scale of everybody who then came up the ladder, right? We're gonna be thinking about Meg Thee Stallion and who else? Yeah, Meg Thee Stallion and who else? So Meg, it went from Meg shot herself, Tory shot her, the man in the car could have shot her. Yeah. Oh, John, don't say that. Next thing you know, you're gonna be on trial as an accomplice. I think I was involved. Oh, his dad gonna be out there with the new sermon. This is Jay-Z and Rock Nation. They are responsible for this. This is a modern day execution. Because he would not sign the contract on the dotted line with him. So they're making an example of him. We go. Here's daddy right there. Yeah, I know these people still believing, man, that this dude is innocent. This guy is not innocent. I knew he was a goofy. Trust me, I know a goofy when I see one. You heard the audio of this goofy apologizing. Where's Meg? She's still in there. I'm sorry, this never shouldn't have happened like that. And all this stuff. See, y'all never saw the text messages. See, there was text messages. This fool went and met with her so they can get the story straight. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna give you $1 million a piece. I can see the goofy saying that. Y'all gotta understand, this is a goofy. The same goofy that didn't punch the dude in the mouth because he said he didn't like him for some attention. Why he already on parole, on bail from this case. His court date coming up and he getting another case. Got himself put on house arrest because of it and kicked off the tour. He's a goofy. Before we used to recognize this and say, okay, this is a goofy. We used to recognize that and say, this is a goofy. Why are we promoting and following a goofy man? We didn't do this as people in our day and time. We didn't. We recognize people at Tory Lanez and look at them for what they are. And we say, look, this dude he got rejected to have his appeal or whatever. It was all rejected because there was no new evidence to overturn nothing. Nothing, it was nothing out there that you find that's superficial or whatever you wanted to find. Now, when he went to court, let's say what he went to court today. This is what he's saying today, right? He came in, he was in his orange jumpsuit, right? He addressed the court before the judge handed down his sentence. He apologized for his actions and said he take full responsibility for the 2020 shooting. He takes full responsibility now. He said, if I could change it, I would, but I can't. Everything I did that night, I take full responsibility. I truly am just trying to be a better person. That's what he told the court today. He was surprised he got the 10-year sentence. I feel bad for the mother of his child. Now, here's what's going to happen next, people. Because I want y'all to know this is the game that they're going to play. Now that he's sentenced for 10 years, they're going to appeal both his sentence and his conviction. And once that happens, the team is going to file a motion for him to get bail so that he can make the sentence appeal. So he can get bailed out and be out of jail. Then they're going to try to help him where he can go make some more music videos, and try to build his library up. He's going to lose. Well, the judge name is David Hereford. He said it was different to reconcile the doting father and the committed philanthropist who many described as the person who shot the gun 5 times at Meg. Sometimes good people do bad things, the judge said. Actions have consequences, and there's no winners in this case. Not only did the defendant do a hellacious act of shooting her, he then subjected her to 2.5 years of hell. This is what the district attorney said. Now, he was facing 22 years and 8 months behind bars. All the charges, that's what they carried, right? But the prosecutors asked for a 13-year sentence, noting in the sentence of the memorandum that Tory Lanez re-traumatized Meg Thee Stallion with social media posts about the trial, and that led for followers to target her. And he's faced with possible deportation back to Canada. But so far, they're nowhere near that yet because, while, they're in seeking of a shorter sentence, They arguing for probation and that he be released from jail to some type of residential substance abuse program. They're claiming that he's got alcohol abuse disorder and anxiety and post-traumatic stress from unexpected death of his mother when he was 11 years old. I swear to God, they pulling this. Yeah, and the prosecutor said all of this is skeptical. I'm not buying any of this disorder and anxiety. This case has nothing to do with mental illness. He shot Meg because she bruised his ego. That's it. They're trying every angle. Someone has to be severely off to shoot someone because of a bruised ego, Tory Lanez lawyer says. And the judge says, I am disinclined to allow these type of claims to come into my decision making in this case. See what I'm saying, Jamil? He's like, wow. He's like, that's what lawyers do. But all y'all talking about he ain't shoot her and he ain't do this and he ain't do that. Now it's a whole different party. Now the goofy is saying I did it. I'll take full responsibilities for my actions. But he ain't saying he did it. He's just saying for everything that happened that night. But you still ain't coming true. Well, the district attorney is saying once again, this is manipulation by this is the manipulation that has been done by their team. They've been doing this. This manipulation is firsthand manipulation. What they're doing is making Tory Lanez out to be the victim. Once again, and that's what the prosecutor said. Tory Lanez is not the victim in this story. Right. I swear to God, they were in court. The lawyers was playing a video showing charity work from Tory Lanez, his family, him playing with his kids. And it looked like he was getting an award for Man of the Year. Dog, you shot a woman. Nobody care about you with this music and you playing with your kids and what you handing out a turkey or a toy to a kid. You just shot somebody, dog. He just don't want to face the consequences. This idiot made an album doubling down on it. It's crazy because it's amazing how people say they love black women, they stick up for black women, but when a black woman clearly gets shot, y'all just call her a liar like she ain't got a bullet hole. Y'all was trying to say, man, that was glass. Then she ain't get shot because Tory said it. No, he did. Did y'all forget he said that there ain't no bullet, ain't no broken bones in your foot? So how did you get shot? The doctor says there's no broken bone. Y'all got DJ academics giving y'all updates on Meg the Stallion's foot. I mean, y'all fell for it. Like, I'm like, man, how? How would this fool know? Who talked to him? Only person talking to him is the dude that did it. Oh, I can say he did it now because he was found guilty. I don't have to say allegedly did it. He did it. And they found him guilty of it. I think he should do the whole 10 years. I'm not celebrating a black man going to jail, but he put himself in jail. They didn't target him. This fool had every opportunity to not be arrested. He chose to be arrested. Meg was sticking with her story and wasn't saying anything. They wasn't even going to charge him. She did not tell them they did anything till he's sitting there on the internet running his mouth like, yeah, man, I heard somebody faking like they got, making her look like a liar on the internet, knowing what he did when he should have just shut his mouth. And it's like Rocket Nation wanted him to just shut up, stop talking. They want me to be quiet because they know the truth is going to come out and set me free. He trying to play the victim and use this to sell an album. Then he make a whole album basically dropping disses and misdirections in the damn album. It was terrible. Nobody railroaded him. He railroaded himself because he's an idiot. This is what happens to idiots. They get what they deserve. He deserves everything he's getting right now. Straight up and down. Tory Lanez is an idiot. He did something dumb, and he deserves everything he's getting right now. Hey, what it do? Yes, sir. Hit the like button. Yeah, he got the short guy complex. He's just got an idiot complex. He's been doing stupid stuff his entire time. Oh, well, people gonna realize something. You know, well, people gonna have to see and find out. His lawyers are doing what they supposed to do, cause misdirection for Tory Lanez. That's it. That's all they got is let's cause misdirection for Tory. And that's what they doing right now. Absolutely not. Oh, without a doubt. No. He's like, please stop. Oh, we gonna open up the chat. We gonna let people come up here. They want to come defend Tory. Let them come on up here. You can defend him all you want. This fool know he guilty. He know what he did. He ain't gonna be able to BS no. Look, the system is like, look, this ain't the internet. This ain't the internet. This the system. You can BS everybody else you want. You ain't finna manipulate the system. You can manipulate the internet. This is the court system. They ain't buying it. Your misdirectional play and all this nonsense, they got you dead to rights. They ain't going for it. They know you a goofy. You trying to play the what if game. How do we know? It could have been me. It could have been them. How definitively can you say it's me? Because you an idiot. That's how we know. You was found guilty for being an idiot. That's how they know. Do I think he'll do the whole 10? Absolutely not. But he's stupid enough, he'll do something stupid to get himself put right back in. This ain't the end of his stupidity. He gonna try to find a way to get his sentence reduced. Get in a drug program, do something. He gonna do about 3 years or something. Then ship his butt over to what's his name? Send his butt over to you know who. That's what they need to do. Ship him off because he getting on everybody's nerves. Send Tory Lanez over to Canada, where he's from. Well, they can deal with him accordingly because he's a Canadian problem. He's not our problem. Why are we taking care of this dude? Let him go to his people and let his fellow Canadians deal with his activity. We no longer need your services. We got enough stupid people running around. We don't need a goofy like you walking around here doing this goofy stuff. And instead of championing that, everybody seemed to be, no, he innocent. And they just railroad him. For what? Why do you think they would stick this? If this was Kelsey, a nobody, why the hell wouldn't they just go after her? What sense does it make to go and get Tory Lanez? They want to sign Tory. Like Tory is burning up the, like he was the hottest artist in the game. Like, are you serious? They wanted Tory. Tory wasn't popping like that. I see. Oh, good behavior. He's gonna get out. He's trying to get out of it now. He's trying to file an appeal, get a new judge, get a new case, and while he's out on appeal, he wants to be out on bail. They're filing appeals to all these charges. But they couldn't file it until he was actually sentenced. So they delayed the sentence over and over. So now he's finally sentenced. They can go ahead now and try to go along with trying to change the narrative and bring it to what they want it to be. See, that's the notion. That's what they want right now. Yeah, why wouldn't they? Right? Why wouldn't they? This is what they live for. Everybody want to see somebody get torn down. For what? What's up, Fred? One love. Don't forget, my Cash App is Carceno. Karceno. And the super chat works. Maybe 6ix9ine could save Tory. Maybe. That's something we have to wait to see. But here's the news. Because I want everybody to understand it and hear it clearly. See, A$AP Rocky was on this goofy line just like everybody else. But he got offline with this goofy. This goofy tried to start stuff with everybody in the industry. He tried to start it with Drake. He tried to start something with what's his name? Travis Scott. You trying to copy me and you trying to be like me. This dude is only a knockoff of everybody else. He tried to copy Drake. He tried to copy them. He's stealing lines from people. This dude, Tory Lanez, is a hack. That's all he is. A knockoff artist. And everybody see that and be like, there's nothing special about you. There's nothing really that jumps out about you. You're known for controversy and drama. You're using all of that to try to sell whatever product that you are right now. That's it. People, we got to wake up. We got to do better. Stop falling for this. It's getting old and tired. Talking about, oh, he got new streams. That's selling more than Meg right now. But what about the music? What does it sound like? You never even brought that up. Y'all bringing up sales. Like it's a game, like it's a competition between him and Meg and sales. No, the only sale he gonna be in is a 6x9. That's the only sale he in. You see, when he went in front of the judge, it wasn't none of that I'm innocent stuff. He was, I take full responsibility, Your Honor, for everything that happened, thinking he was gonna get a reduced sentence. Then when he got hit with the 10 years, he was 10 years. Oh Lord, they for real. 10 years. Listen to his Alone at Prom album. Why do I need to listen to the Alone at Prom album? Like, what's that supposed to mean? That's the evidence that's gonna not convict him? Like, what am I getting here? He jammed himself up, Denise. You see, that's the thing. When you keep doubling down on your stupidity because you feel the rules don't apply to you, just like the guy in Montgomery, Alabama, jumped off the boat wanting to fight. Because how dare this black man tell me what I can and can't do? Rules don't apply to me. See what happened? Alone at prom sounds like a pedo. What kids listen to Tory Lanez? I have no idea. Obviously, the alone at prom guy. He's alone in a 6x9 right now. That's the only cell he know about. Ten years and nobody died. Yeah, a silencer alone and get you 20 something. Shoot, you already a felon with a pistol. That's already a crime. It ain't like they don't consider this a crime. They do consider this a crime. He go in front of the judge and said, if I could change it, I would, but I can't. Everything I did that night, I take full responsibility. I am just truly trying to be a better person. That's what he said today. He didn't say that when he was in court. He said that before his sentence. Because he's still trying to get around not saying he did what he did. If I could change it, I would, but I can't. Does that sound like a man who didn't do it? Everything I did that night, I take full responsibility. What did you do that night? Yeah, the dude already had a gun case. Because he's a goofy. So you already had that working against you. Then you turn into this. Then on top of everything, you looking surprised you got hit with 10 years. As the judge ain't going for your nonsense. They played a highlight reel of Tory Lanez playing with kids. Uh, they got the soft music going like it was a commercial for Tory Lanez. They playing this before the judge, showing him handing out boxes to kids like for charity. Like, look at him, he's a philanthropist. They tried that angle like this is gonna sway the judge. And the judge go, well, and he's like, I'm having a hard time finding out the difference from the person that I saw that shot the lady with all the evidence I got here and this philanthropist guy. It's just, I'm having a hard time trying to reconcile that. This doting father who committed philanthropist that y'all described as the person who fired a gun 5 times at May. The judge wasn't going. And he said, look, sometimes good people do bad things. Actions have consequences, and there are no winners in this case. They're not going for the nonsense. This ain't the internet, dude. This is court. You see, bloggers came in and tried to mess with a criminal trial. Oh yeah, they trying to fight that because he could be deported. That's what I'm trying to say. He trying to get a shorter sentence, right? Right now they working on that. And oh my God. They argued for probation. He'd be released to let's put him in a residential substance abuse program because he does suffer from alcohol abuse disorder and anxiety from post-traumatic stress from the unexpected death of his mother when he was 11 years old. I would have gave him another 20 years. I'd be like, if y'all don't leave this courtroom right now, I'm gonna give him another 10. Just for that. I'm giving him a 10. Another 10 ball right on top of that. Oh, what happened with AK? What that clown do? Mm-hmm. How many years that you think he would actually have to serve? That's hard to say, really. It is. It's really hard to say at this time. Tory Lanez is the new Shine. Uh, Shine had an incident where somebody was attacking him. He ain't do nothing. Like he ain't going there looking for trouble. Some other guy got in a fight and was trying to harm them, and they had a gun. So they were firing, and he was firing back. That's a different situation. It's hard to say because they're gonna try to appeal. They're gonna try to do all this extra stuff. Ain't no telling how many years or what's gonna actually happen in this case. Like, but him, whatever happens, I don't care if he do 2 years, 3 years. He need to do some time, and he need to get deported. Don't come back to the states. Go back to Canada. Oh, he got exposed. Oh man, I'm gonna have to check it out then because I didn't see it. I know if it's anything with Tory, he gonna be right there responsible for it. I don't trust none of these dudes, man. These guys are like all idiots to me. I don't, dude. He gets written about in somebody play thing called a Jasmine brand. They the only people I know that deal with academics, yo. On the real, I don't know anything about what that bum is doing. I mean, of course, he gonna beef with what he can't have. No real woman would ever deal with him. He could never have no real woman because a real woman be like, what would I want with him? He's a goofy. Academics is a complete idiot. Have you seen him in any real relationship ever? No, he was some young, want to be on the internet chick, and end up calling, spending all his money and tricking it off on them, and then they use him like a goofy. That he is. I mean, what have you seen that you want to be there for? Yep. So I put the link in the chat for those who wanted to jump in, want to talk about this situation. I opened up the door for y'all to come on in if you want to come in and talk about it. Tell DJ Academics Carcino says he's a lame and a goofy. I don't know. He's probably on Twitch or something. I don't know what he's on YouTube anymore. I don't know what he do. Don't care. We're not in the same stratosphere at all. He's chasing celebrity. I don't chase celebrity. I don't know who you just said somebody's name that don't even make sense to me. Like, why are y'all even concerned with clowns? I know. Tell me about it. Well, okay. So I'm gonna shut this down. Seems like okay. Well, somebody did pop up want to talk about it. Okay, what's up?
What's going on, man?
What's going on? So, what do you think about this Tory Lanez situation?
Do you really want to know my opinion?
Yeah,
Are you the type that will get offended if I tell you my opinion?
absolutely not.
Are you the type that gets offended over words?
Not really. Depends on
Okay.
if the words are offensive.
Well, some of the things I'm going to say is going to be very offensive.
Well, you can go
I'm
ahead
going
and
to
get
say some
started.
very, not towards you, of course,
No,
but just towards the black race.
speak your
Okay.
mind.
I was a probation officer for many years. Well, it was my first job out of college many years ago. And I was also a school teacher for many years in the inner city.
Okay.
The most violent people I've ever met in my life are black men. Violent, especially a short black man, short and dark black man. Tell me if I'm too extreme. Just let me know. I'm going to be honest with you, bro.
Keep going.
The black man needs to destroy the nigga inside. The black man needs to learn how to embrace logic and reasoning. The black man needs to stay away from alcohol and any other type of drug. The black man needs to hone in on his skills. I don't know who Tory Lanez. I don't listen to rap. I think rap sounds like baboon music. But from what I'm told,
Okay,
is
that's fair.
he's an award-winning singer. Why? Why would he destroy his career? Because of his genetics is one of the answers. He can't suppress his genetics. His genetics are millions of years of African DNA. We were a Stone Age people until the white man came and colonized Africa. We were spear chuckers. And that has not died out in us. Some of us are better at suppressing it than others, like myself. Thank you for letting me go. When I
Okay.
see aggression, I see that Stone Age behavior coming out of the Negro everywhere I go. That's why I stopped teaching. That's why I stopped being a probation officer. It's because I realized that there's no helping large numbers of blacks, particularly black men. The
Well,
black man will ruin. Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to finish it
no,
off.
no, okay. Well, you continue. Okay, go ahead.
The
I'll go.
black man will ruin his life in 10 seconds because he cannot control his emotion. This boy is about to lose out on millions of dollars. He's going into the California prison system, which is hell on earth. It's racially segregated. It's hell on earth. He's about to be in there with some absolute monsters. All because he could not control his emotions. People are going to call in. They're going to say, well, the white man do it too. The white man. So what if the white man does it? You know what else the white man does? He dibbles and dabbles in the quantum computers, fusion technology, renewable energy. He controls imports and exports. He's gone to and through, back and forth through space. He can afford to have fuck ups in his race. We cannot. The black man needs to kill that inner nigger, leave his savage nature in the jungles of Africa. We have to evolve as a people socially. This should be another lesson for the Negro in America and for the Negro abroad, not just in America, but the black in South America, the black in Canada. Well, he's a Canadian, the black in Africa, the black in UK. We have to stop acting like goddamn animals. We should focus on intellectualism,
Okay.
intellectual pursuits. The last thing, okay, go, I'm sorry, I'm talking your head up, but
No, you said the last thing. Go ahead.
the last thing a Negro needs to do is be smoking weed, drinking alcohol. These are all paths to hell. The white man can do it because for every fuck up in his race, he has 50 theoretical physicists. He has 50 hedge fund managers. He has 50 quantum scientists. He has 50 people involved in imports, exports. The Negro does not, because we're too involved in playfulness, which to a degree may not be anything wrong with it if you're making money. But too many of us are involved in playfulness when we should be focusing on being the superior race. I am so glad that this happened. I'm so glad that people can see it. Learn from this guy, Tory Lanez. Learn from the disaster that he's created. Okay. This won't be the first. I'm sorry, this won't be the last. But hopefully there can be somebody who can learn from this. We're going to be a spacefaring race pretty soon. Are we going to be shooting dice on the space station? Are we going to be doing the same dumb shit in space? I hope to God not. Thank you, sir, for allowing me to speak. I'm going to, if you allow me on the panel, go ahead, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Now, here's
go ahead.
Some things that you made that I disagree with a lot of it.
Absolutely.
But I understood the point you were trying to arrive at, and ultimately, yes, we do have to change our way of thinking, change the program that has been administered to us. But the thing is that you were allowing this back to Africa. We built civilizations in Africa where you call spirit chuckers. We were actually technicians. We were actually engineers. We designed things. People flew in, well, not didn't fly, but they actually sailed in to our country to be educated. From all around the world, they would come to Africa to be educated before it was Africa, before Afrikaners came through and conquered the land and did what they did with the, England and everything. They came over and took over. But before, we were not just spear chuckers. We were farmers. We were medics, doctors. We knew We created a lot of things invented in this very country. Look at all the inventions that were made. The light bulb was invented by blacks. We invented things when we came here. We were not coming here with, they didn't bring us here with open arms. Some of us was already here. So it's not like like we were Stone Age, like you said, that made no sense. We did not come from the caves. So that's not what our civilization comes from. But that was never us whatsoever. We were brought here to another country, was fed unsanitary food, gave a poor diet, which gave us heart disease and everything else, and we still persevered through that. Many of us got dyslexia because we read from right to left over in Africa. Here, we're taught to read left to right when they didn't want us to learn to read at all. All we were supposed to do is follow orders. So we were here enslaved. So you talking about people that came out of enslavement, who was never given anything in this country to be held up as their own. So anything that we have that's been programmed into us came from our oppressors. So our oppressors are the reason for this animal instinct that you've seen. We are emulating what they have implanted into us. That's what you've seen. Well, who you think putting all of this rap stuff out? We don't own it. They do. They are the managers. They're the head of all the music and entertainment. They put over sexualized music in there. The intellectual rappers, they don't want you to hear them. They silence them and they put all the money into them. They close the schools and educations from everyone. That's why they don't teach economics to low income households. That's why people try to start STEM programs. The government, who was supposed to do these things, are not doing them. So if you have a kid, it doesn't matter if they're white. If white people, go look at Minnesota. They have the largest home, like Section 8 housing in the United States of America is in Minnesota. And they're majority white. So that lets you know it is not a color issue. It's a poverty and condition issue. And if you have the lack of resources, it's not pre-programmed into you. Because if it is, then why am I not in jail? I haven't done any crimes. I haven't went out and did all these things. I've listened to NWA. I haven't shot anybody. I haven't did anything like all of these other people. So why this inter-Negro that you keep saying that, like, we have to tame the inter-Negro in us? What is that? So the only thing I could define it is the program that they put into us with this reality TV, with us fighting against each other and putting ratchet women on there. There's no more Claire Huxtables. There's no more educational family programs that was showing Black families in a light of educating and going out for these type of teaching their kids. Because we always taught our children to dress nice. We dress nice. We all went to school, education, construction. When we came in this country, we could do everything. We were electricians, auto mechanics, landscaping. All of these things are gone from us now because they've taken it out of schools. Kids had to learn that to survive, because you couldn't be caught on the side of the road. You couldn't go to an auto shop back then. It was all whites only. You see, you got to realize we came up in a condition that a lot of people didn't go through in life for 400, 500 years. So to just write the condition off of just us just wanting to be crazy, you're right. We don't need to smoke weed. We don't need to be drinking this much. But it's the program that's been inserted into us. We do need to get out of this funk. But to think that it's just us and it's pre-programmed in us from Africa, now that's bullshit.
Well, yeah. I mean, listen, you're entitled to your opinion. You could be right. There could have been incredible civilizations in Africa. I don't know. I don't have a time machine. I don't know. I was born in 1984. But what I do know is this: if they did have advanced civilizations, them niggas lost, and the white man won. The white man created one of the greatest civilizations of all time, the Western civilization. And I'm here. Your chat is here. We all live in the West. And I'm never going to sit here and pay homage to Negroes who lost, whether it was the ancient Egyptians, the Babylonians, the ancient Kushites, the Nubians, the ancient Mali Empire, Songhai Empire. I'm never. I don't praise the loser. What I can do is, in my opinion,
So
is
you
to.
would praise your oppressor?
I was never oppressed. The way I look at it is that the white man introduced Western civilization to the backward Negro. When people say oppression,
Yeah.
I look at what happened with the white coming into Africa as a net positive. The African didn't have advanced. I'm sorry. Go ahead, sir.
You think we didn't have advanced technology, and they brought advanced technology?
No, not at all. No, and the evidence of that is the fact that all you have to do is just look at Africa now. Look at Black people now. We don't lead in semiconductor production. We don't lead in quantum computer production. We don't lead in artificial or AI production. Even now, this, again, I could be wrong. You could be right. I don't know. But what I do know is this: Taiwan semiconductor is not in Senegal. It's in Taiwan. What I do know is this: Chat GPT, Bard, Google, and all that is not created by Blacks. Quantum computing is not created by any African. It wasn't created by any African nor any African nation state. The thing that I believe, I don't, I'm not trying to push my thoughts on anybody. I'm telling you what I believe, is that the Negro needs to stop lying to himself, saying that he invented everything. I've even had Negroes tell me the Negro invented the car. How could the Negro invent the car and the nigga didn't even have advanced road structures in Africa? How could he do it? So the thing of the matter,
well, the black man invented the spark plugs, so there wouldn't be a car. You wouldn't be able to drive a car without the spark plugs. So if we have created so much just from our ingenuity and inventions. I think you need to take time to learn what we've actually done here. There's a reason that they brought us over the waters, because if that was the case, why the hell would they go get us? Just to do some
they got the African.
They got us because we're the very best there is.
They got the African because the African, I hate to say this, bro, just like today with Black people globally, they got us because we're the stupidest. We're even willing to work for these people now. We're so proud of working for Whitey. Every time you what's the evidence of this? Go on Instagram, go on Twitter. Every time a Negro gets a job somewhere, I work for Google. I work for I'm a front office manager at Microsoft. I work for such. Negroes pride themselves on working for the white man, even now. So is it plausible?
Dog,
is it plausible? Do you pride yourself on your job?
No, I work for myself, but I did work in the courts and the school system, unfortunately. But what I'm saying is that I really believe that the Black man, he saw the white man, he saw the ships. The white man told him, "Hey man, we got this new land in North America. Come work." I believe that the Black man was,
bro. You are the Black man, dog. You know what I'm saying? Say we.
I would like to finish real quick. Give me a second, sir. Just give me a second. Give me a second. That's something else we have to learn.
Kind of been droning
We got to stop cutting each other off during conversation.
Yeah, but I've kind of heard.
No. Let's hold on for a second.
It just really sounds like
sir. We have to stop cutting each off during conversation. We have to stop cutting each off during conversation. This is something else that also makes the white man superior. Robert's Rules of Order. Okay, I'm almost done. Give me a second. In my opinion, and I could be wrong, but in my opinion, the Black man, even in ancient times, was begging the white man for a job. And the evidence of this is what Negroes are doing now, begging the white man to work somewhere. Negroes primarily work for white people right now. I'll take it a step.
Who are you talking?
I will take it a step further, even with black women. You hear all these stories about grapes during slavery. Every time a white boy walk into a room, you can hear a black woman, "Oh, child, that white boy." Is it plausible to believe that black women were fucking the white man back in the day willingly? See, we don't know history because we weren't there. But what I do know is this: I can see what's going on now. The Negro gives all this money to the Arab. The Negro gives this money to the Chinese. The Negro gives his money to everybody else. The dollar does not stay in the black community no more than 12 hours. And it's plausible to believe that the black man was like that even in ancient African times. And it was easy to conquer them. That's why the white man didn't conquer the East Indian and enslave them and bring them over here. Because they still...
Now, what you left out some very key points. The key point is you're acting as if we have fairness in the banks, fairness in the systems.
Create your own bank.
See, that's beautiful to say.
And the black man has banks. I could name off banks.
Black men had construction companies. Black men had landscaping companies. They had their own jobs because they had no choice but to have their own jobs. They were oppressed. There were whites only where you couldn't go anywhere, sir. See, you keep excluding yourself. Like
I'm excluding myself,
and that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, yourself.
I'm gonna go on mute.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying? You talk with a lot of self-hatred, my dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really kind of feel sorry for you. You know what I'm saying? Because if you just do just a little bit of research, dog, you would be able to see all, like, what you're talking about is strictly fallacy, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're talking in a sense as it's self-hatred. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were more than just workers. You know what I'm saying? We are creators. You know what I'm saying? Always been. This is why the white man poaches off of our society. And that's what they've done since they've been in Africa. You know what I'm saying? Because when they came over here, man, they took our jewels, things that we just looked at as just trinkets and toys, you know what I'm saying? And they gave it value, you know what I'm saying? They wanted us because we knew science. They wanted us because we knew the environment. We knew our land. We were farmers, you know what I'm saying? That's a big reason why they came over here and wanted us to use the land over here, because they didn't know how to use it. They were dying trying to use the land in America. You know what I'm saying? They needed people who knew how to tend the land. You know what I'm saying? Dog, we're so much more than what you're making. You know what I'm saying? And I hate that you have that view of yourself like that, dog. But you know what I'm saying? You're part of that same history, bro.
Yeah, and it's stereotypical. A lot of the things that you're saying that, oh, is it something that the black woman went willingly when we were viciously brought over here? Do you know how they were viciously treated our black women when they got here, raping them, killing them, and all that? To just sit there and say that is just insanity. Even back in the 70s and 80s, they didn't really like white men like that. The programming that you've been seeing now with the television, and they showing you on TV, and they won't even put us on TV like that, on television and all the programming. We have to fight so many stigmas of ourselves, and people such as you. It's a lot of people like you out there that's against us, instead of looking at the people that actually made us and pushed us behind the 8 ball, which is the oppressors. They're not the smartest. They just have the majority. And we were divided at the time. They came and took over lands with everything they got. They didn't build, they took it. Look at England. You think England right now, they stole the riches from other countries. That's how they stay rich. They haven't done anything.
And I mean, like I said, this is what they value. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had gold. It was just gold laying around on the ground. We didn't give any value to it other than what it was. You know what I'm saying? That was the white man who came over here and gave everything is monetization and use it as a caste system. You know what I'm saying? A way to separate and put people in class. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're all about.
And they don't like for us to have our own businesses in our own community. Every time we have a business in our own community, they raise the property value, and then they come in and give allowances and grants to all of these people that come into the country. The government will give them money coming into the country, but won't give you a loan. So anything you get, you're not going to have all the resources, and they're going to keep building around you to try to drain the mom and pop stores out. Did you know the blacks own more businesses in the 1980s and 90s than they do now? Because they came and big corporate bought them out. There was a law that you couldn't even put a Walmart in a ghetto or a poverty-stricken area. If the total earnings wasn't over a certain amount of numbers, you couldn't have a super giant store there because it would absorb all the money from the small businesses that were there. They superseded that in like 95, 96, around that time. And they started doing it all around the country. They started going into small towns, putting up Walmarts and Targets. And that started to drain the community, and it closed all the mom and pop stores that were majority black owned. And they gave those stores to people that you said, the Arabs, everybody else who didn't live over there, the Chinese, the Asians. They raised the property value, and they closed our businesses. And we had no choice but to sell because we weren't making the money anymore. So when they not playing fair, they're using all these conditions to cripple us. How dare you omit that and just go straight to blaming the blacks?
Well, if I could respond, first off, that may have happened where you lived, but I, for a fact, remember blacks having businesses even in the 90s, and the Negroes sold their businesses. Also, Walmart should never be an excuse for people to selectively shop. If black people really wanted to support business in their community, they would still say, hey, we're still gonna go to the mom and pop shops. The black man also begging for loans. The black man spends hundreds of dollars on clothes. Negroes boast and brag about their clothes. Negroes boast and brag about how much weed they smoke. I've seen it personally. A nigga will smoke 10 blunts a day. I don't smoke. I don't use drugs. I've seen Negroes boast and brag about how much liquor they drink, but then will be mad that the white man won't give them a loan. You're making excuses, sir. I was quiet. I was quiet, sir. Give me a second. I was quiet, T. Give me a second. This is the problem. And this is why I say Tory Lanez is an example of a systemic problem within the black community. It's the failure to recognize that we are the problem. If the black man was so smart in Africa, if he was so technologically advanced, how the fuck did he get conquered? The nigga was walking on gold, and you're telling me, well, the white man valued the gold. You're telling me that the black man was too goddamn stupid to value the gold, the diamond, the cobalt, the rubber in the trees? You mean to tell me that the nigga was walking around just playing? And that's our problem. And that's the problem with Tory Lanez. He's childlike, just like most black men are. Now, listen, I'm not saying that you guys are wrong. I'm just telling you how I think. And I'm telling you, it's a culture of playfulness. It's the number one.
It sounds like you just gaslighting it.
I'm not gaslighting.
I mean, listen, bro. Nobody's going to argue with you that the black community needs to take accountability. You know what I'm saying? Just as a man to another man, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Everybody needs to take accountability. You know what I'm saying? But you're not recognizing the constraints. You know what I'm saying? You're not recognizing the oppressor for what it is. You know what I'm saying? Now, like Sino said, you know what I'm saying? There's a reason why if you take education away from people, you know what I'm saying? You put them in impoverished surroundings. You know what I'm saying? There's no outlets for these activities, you know what I'm saying? For you to sharpen yourself. You know what I'm saying? Where are you supposed to get that kind of light from? You know what I'm saying? Now, that's not everybody. Everybody doesn't fall into the same plot holes. You know what I'm saying?
Who made the environment impoverished, sir? I'm 38 years old. I've seen black people destroy communities because they're lazy, they're shiftless, they litter, they loiter. They'll give me a second. Give me a second, sir.
Lazy people.
They're lazy, they're shiftless, and I can tell you this, man. Instead of spending our money on productive things, we blow it on bullshit. I'm talking about clothes and shoes. And I remember in the 90s, give me a second, sir. And I remember in the 90s, the niggas used to brag and boast about rims. Most niggas in any hood in the 90s had rims, spinners. They called it spinners. You and not you guys, but you as in the entire black populace impoverish yourselves. I've seen niggas, I'm gonna go buy the 70-inch TV, bragging and boasting about the white man's or the Japanese TV instead of reading a fucking book. That's the problem.
Okay.
That's the problem.
All right.
And that's the problem with Tory Lanez.
All right. First off, watch the F-bombs.
Oh, sorry. So I thought you said I could curse. I'm sorry. I thought you said that. I'm sorry. My apologies. I'm sorry about that.
No, that's okay. But here's the thing.
Sorry about that. Sorry.
You're generalizing it as if white people don't do the same damn thing.
Can I broach that too? Can I broach that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Of course, white people do it. And you know what I say to that? They can do it because for every bum ass white person, you got 50 theoretical physicists. You got 50 hedge fund managers. You got 50 people who are working on something great. The black man doesn't have that.
You know,
so he can have fuck ups in his race.
Right. But see, you're right. But you know
why is it like that? Right. Why is it like that?
Why is it like that? Why do you think the white man have it like that? Because they have the resources. They have, look, I live in a predominantly white area.
Of course you do, because you don't like niggas like I don't like niggas.
No, that ain't the reason why.
That is why you live around white.
No.
Sir, that's why you live around white.
That's why, right? You gotta understand this right here. We have one of the top schools in the nation here. This is a thriving community and an environment. They have STEM program schools everywhere so people could learn economics and math at a young age. They don't have this in the black communities. They don't have these schools there. They're closing schools over there. And they're giving them, they're making these just like for migrants coming into the country using abandoned schools for them to live in. So they close the schools down. The kids don't have any recreation where to go in these communities. And you thinking they're supposed to be astrophysicists? Bro. They're supposed to just jump up and be astrophysicists. It don't work that way.
Can I broach you real quick?
My cousin is an astronaut. Not an astronaut, but he's an engineer. He worked on the SpaceX shuttle. He works for Elon Musk. Right now.
Can I address you real quick?
Yeah.
Chicago is a sanctuary city, not because of the white man. It's because niggas voted it's because black people in 1984 voted for that Democratic mayor of Chicago. He introduced legislation for Chicago to become a sanctuary city. Thus, the reason why the illegals are there, it's because of the very same black people that are there now. It's not, you're blaming the white man for your voting habits. That's why. Go look it up.
I have something to say that's actually on
your
topic.
Mic is messed up. Your mic is messed up. It sounds annoying. No offense. It just sounds bad. Hold on for a second.
It
sounds bad. You gotta fix it, bro. It sounds horrible. It sounds bad. It sounds bad.
What you say, Marky?
All right, I just wanted to say something, Cino. So I was keeping it on topic. I think this whole Tory Lanez Megan Thee Stallion thing is all BS. I think it's kind of like, I want to say, I think it's like fake news. Like, isn't he Canadian? Shouldn't he get deported? Like,
yeah, he should. After he served, he did a crime here. They could make that decision after the appeals is over. But he could serve his time here, and then after he get released, he go to Canada.
Do you know
what they want to do?
Do you know Tory Lanez's full name?
Yeah, Daystar Peterson.
Daystar Shemul Shua Peterson. Shemul, like a she male, or a like a donkey mule. Why? How is it that he shoots the one rapper called Megan Thee Stallion? A stallion is a male horse. I know that 'cause I went to school, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like all this. Don't even make any sense to me. It just seemed like BS to me. I'm gonna just keep it real.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I took it there. My bad.
Got her.
You turned into conspiracy, brother.
Hey, hey, his middle name is She-Male, and he shoots the stallion, a male horse.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, well, that's part of his stupidity because
I'll hear about Patreon. I know you're gonna cover it on the Patreon, Cino.
oh, you know it.
Yeah.
The thing is that's what I'm saying. It's part of the conditioning, the stupidity, the fame. They got to be seen. He's already a rapper, already got a career, but he throws it away because he got to feel like he got a trend on the social media. He got to do it for the gram. He got to be popular. And
I just think he was scared of Meg, dog. I think he was scared she was gonna whoop that ass. You know what I'm saying? Shot her in self-defense.
This dude has done so many dumb things before in a row that I knew it was him. I knew he did it. I didn't even need the evidence. I knew he did it. I knew. I know stupid when I see it. And I said, this goofy did exactly that. As soon as I heard the story, I'm like, I'll wait till everything play out in court. But I knew he was guilty the whole time. And his ways and actions and everything he did to try to cover it up and everything. I said, yep, he did it. And I was like, and now he's gonna create the narrative. Thought he would fool the court system with him trying to create I could create reasonable doubt. And if there's reasonable doubt, then they gotta have a choice to let me go on a mistrial. So then it'd be done. You know, this is his game, thinking he can game the system. It's not the internet. By using bloggers on the internet to create this world of what happened and did he have it? Did he not have it? Trying to use the bloggers to create this, but they have the evidence. This is the court. They don't care nothing about that internet. They going off what they got there, and you ain't finna wiggle yourself out of the court system. They's like, we ain't going for it. That's not happening.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
All the time.
You know what I'm saying? For real.
So, yes. So that argument, thank you for coming on, man. Chaotic Truth Live.
Hey, have a good one, bro. Hey, you guys have a good one. Peace.
I appreciate you coming by and spewing your beliefs and thoughts, but you got to really do some research on your people, man, and realize that, you know, you're going to be held back.
Peanut butter and basketball are great, guys. Hey, have a good one, guys. Peace.
And brother, hey, have a good one. But also look up Native American tribes. Some of them were already here, brother.
Yeah, we was already here. You know, that's what I'm saying. Some of us was already here.
What's going on?
So Cherry.
HD.
Oh, he left before HD got a hold of him.
Man, listen, man, I done seen it all. We got Bishop Tutu. We got all this crap going on, dog. Like, what the hell going on in here? What the hell? Like, what is he?
That's what I thought this was.
If you hate being, if you hate being black, we would trade you when the race draft come up. We will gladly trade you.
Black delegation selects Eminem.
Right. We would trade him for. Listen, I trade him for Eminem. Eminem brought Bud out. I'll trade him for Eminem right now. He tripping.
White chocolate.
Right.
He said white chocolate. No, I don't like white chocolate right now.
He been tripping. Is he thinking as if he's separate? And I'm like, no, you don't be in the same boat. You in the same boat as everybody else.
No, but I'm just trying to say it's like I've been around people like that before. I mean, I've been around them, and I just look at them like look, man, like, don't bring that bad juju around me. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. Like, for one, and then my parents grew up where it was colors and whites. They grew up in that environment. Right. Their grandparents grew up where they couldn't walk down the street by themselves, because if they walk down the street by themselves, they getting lynched, or they getting burnt, or they getting tarred right there. And these are true stories. You know, for him just to say that bullshit, it really hurts, dog. Like for real. Like he don't know what a lot of our parents or a lot of our ancestors have really gone through. And I'm so sick and tired of everybody talking about Africa. Yes, Africa's there, but we were here first. We were always here. We've got to stop with that BS thinking.
Thank you, bro. You think they
of that crap
on ships 500 years ago? Bro, like 1 in 5 ships they brought over collapsed in the water, even from Europe. So what do you think, gonna make a trip all the way from Africa and just bring us all over here? Come on, man.
And then you got to think about the weather conditions.
I said I want him to get this out, so we don't have to sit there and say there's people like this. You get to see it live. Him right there just saying that, talking about he was born in 1984. And he's like, I was just born in 84, so you really
that made me feel bad because, dog, you a year older than me. And you speaking dumb like this, my brothers and them would have slapped you for saying that. They would have literally slapped you.
That's why he don't like. he try to talk that he gonna get somebody gonna slap his ass for that.
That's what I'm saying. You gonna? I mean, he must not.
A boarding school or raised by some whites or something, or he's trying to angle or something to try to get some controversy, just trying to be controversial.
That dude cloud chasing, dog. I done been around people before.
Right.
You see him? He had his mic. He had his mic.
He had his whole setup. He do this on the regular, dog. And he do that on the regular. He planned to do that, dog. Like I done been around people that went to boarding school. I done been around people in the suburbs. All of that stuff. There's black people I was around do not even think like that. They go and do their research before they speak. They don't want to sound stupid. And that's just facts.
Man, that guy screwed up for real.
Is that Q Lee?
Oh, is that Q? Where the money at?
Yeah, man.
Where the money at?
Yeah, I didn't get no cash out from you. What you talking about?
He said, I ain't get no cash out from you.
Hey, hold on, Cito, before you say something. Hey, Q.
Yeah.
Hey, Doc, listen. When you gonna listen to me, dog? You supposed to be the boxing expert, but I guess I schooled you this time, right?
Yeah, man. Earl got me, man. Yeah, man. Bud got me, man.
Hey, shout out to Eric Spence for giving everybody their money.
Oh, man.
That was easy money.
Man. But Earl got me.
So real quick.
Q, I'm just glad you're okay, dog. We didn't know if the government came and snatched you up and threw you in the black bag or what. You know what I'm saying? Aliens came. You know, it's been all this alien talk recently. I know if the aliens came and got you.
I had told AT in the chat. I had just got back.
Florida State fans called his ass slipping, and they was like, "Oh, we know you like Arrow too, right? Yeah, okay." We had to get up on him real quick.
Oh man.
Okay, real quick, bro. Who was the circle lot that came in this? Who was that?
I don't know.
Man,
I
don't know.
I don't know who man's that is. That's somebody.
I mean, my thing is, you gonna always have some dude around, and I don't even know if he's actually our people, but you know what I'm saying? Because everybody that has melanin is not our people anyway. But my thing is, dude, it's like, even if he was, like, they always want to lay hold to their master, bro. I don't get it. People that have a perpetual hatred towards you, that have always had that ever since we came out the womb, man.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, like I told him, like, ain't nobody gonna argue with you about, you know what I'm saying, the community needs more accountability. You know what I'm saying, and we need to be more accountable for our actions. You know what I'm saying, but that's not just us, that's everybody, bro.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like we hear that, we know that.
Right.
The problem is when we try to distance ourselves from them, they find a way to mess us up. Encino made the perfect example. Right. I'm glad he said it, because I was gonna say it when I came in here. He said they raised the property taxes, they raise your bills, they raise everything around you, they tax you higher where you're at, so they could try to get you out them jobs.
They tax you higher than what you actually freaking earn.
They did it in St. Petersburg, where I'm from, St. Petersburg, Florida. They did that. All these businesses on the south side closed down. I saw it first and foremost. So Bishop Tutu can't tell me shit. Like real talk. Like you can't tell me nothing.
Bishop
I saw
Tutu.
it happen. Yeah, dog. We was down to city council fighting for not Walmart to come in, and then finally the city bum asses caved in. And Walmart came and shut all of us down, bro. They put their prices down to like $1 or $2 for books we had to sell for about $8, $10, $12 to make our income. I mean, my mom owned the business for over 20 to 30, 40 years. So Bishop Tutu can't tell me shit about we not doing nothing. We tried. But
always tried.
They've done this across the nation.
Right.
They did this in the same county I live in Lake County, and Claremont. HD noted, and Claremont was nothing but 20 years ago. Claremont was nothing but orange groves and hills.
That's it.
All they were. Now they done put a Tesla out there. They done put freaking Google, Amazon warehouse out there. They done put so much out there and raised the property value and the property taxes because it was nothing but us that lived out there, and now it's all, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that's everywhere. You feel me? And like you said, Q, everywhere is like that. And for you to say that, bro, like he lucky my peoples weren't around because they would have came over here going off. Because it's just, to me, I don't understand this level of hatred, dog. If you hate yourself,
like he wasn't black.
He's lucky I wasn't on there because I wouldn't went on, dude. I don't have patience for garbage like that.
Right, I don't have no patience for that. It's like, bro, like you look at this on my page, dog. I'd have blocked you for real.
Go ahead, love on your mess somewhere else, dude. Go ahead, love on that's always hating you.
Dumbass shit though.
No, that's cool. We let him talk dumbass shit, man.
Let
him always sound all smart and intellectual and really ain't freaking saying nothing, dog.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like he wasn't saying like if you have a point behind what you're saying, like I agree with like what T was saying. What he said was, oh well, like we have to take accountability. Yeah, we understand that. Everybody know that. We all know that. But at the end of the day, bro, like even if we're taking accountability, even if we're doing what we're supposed to do, dog, they have a problem with us. They always mess with us. We had our own cities. They mess with us. We had our own banks. They mess with us. We had our own jobs and income coming in. They mess with us. Even if we got a business now, they still mess with us.
Came in and destroyed everything we had. Right. You want to freaking you want to freaking everything that you talk
about.
AT. You know what I'm saying?
AT, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
So you ain't like my conspiracy theory?
No, listen, I roll with it, dog. You know what I'm saying? I roll with it.
I didn't like it.
No. Hey, listen.
Why she call herself the stallion? The stallion's a male horse. Why she call herself the stallion?
At the end of the day, bro, I believe what T said. Dude got scared because she about 6'5" and he 5'5". and just accidentally caught him in the foot. Oh shit!
I think he found her birth certificate and found out she was born Marcus, and that's why he shot her.
What? Now say it again.
Hey, look, man.
Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. I didn't catch that. Say it again, bro.
I said, I think he found her birth certificate and found out her name was Marcus when she was born.
Right. Hey, man, listen. Listen, man, that's what happened, man. Daystar got scared, boy, went for the foot,
Right.
Caught him. Hey, reached down, felt something he wasn't supposed to, like, oh shit.
Right.
Out and touch somebody's head. Man, it might be your man.
Pow! What was that? Shoot first, ask questions last. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Tino.
Shoot first, ask questions last.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, Q, man, where's the bread at, Q?
What you say? No, I ain't hear you.
You said
It
with a
cut out
bread.
in and out.
What you
For real,
say?
what you say?
Arrow got me down
hold
bad.
on. Hold on. Hey, yo, hey, listen,
Man,
dog.
Earl
Yo,
got me
Kiro,
down bad,
hey,
man.
listen, Q, yo, Kiro De Niro.
I got you, man. Earl got me down bad.
Okay,
Man.
so look, man, Q. The only question,
Earl got
the
me
only question I have for you, Q, man, is do you believe us now? Did you get what you was looking for? In the words of Terrence Crawford, did you get what you was looking for? Huh?
Hey, man.
Yo, Kiro me
I ain't
De
think it was
Niro.
gonna go like that.
Well, we knew. We all told you, my man. You
Yeah,
don't listen
Everybody
that time.
told you.
everybody.
Kiro me De Niro.
Aerospace can't mess with Terrence Crawford. I knew
I
that
got you,
before the fight.
HD. I got you. I got you.
You don't listen now next
I
time.
got you,
I
Encino.
would
I
hope
got
you
you,
do.
Encino. Don't worry.
I would hope you
You
listen
got
next
me
time.
and C-No. Me and Big C-No. You got both of us, bro.
I got you.
I need that. I
But
need
man,
that
I ain't think it was gonna go
EI.
I ain't think it was gonna go like that.
Shit. Hey, listen. I was almost right. I said 7-9 at worst.
So wait a
So
minute.
now, okay,
It
so
was
Q, now that
over.
this rematch is happening, now that this
wait.
rematch is happening, Q, you still got your boy Arrow?
Hell
Yeah,
no.
you do. Yeah, you
Oh,
do.
okay, good.
Hell
Okay.
You
no.
lying, Nick. Don't
That's
believe
your
me.
man's. That's
Good,
your
Hell
good.
no.
man's. That's your
No.
man's.
No,
Hey,
I believe him.
Hell
I
no.
believe him. You know, you
hey,
said Terrence
Troy,
Crawford made him a believer. So hey, man, look.
it's
Yo.
And
It
it's
was
not
too
your
damn
fault, man.
simple.
It's not your fault, man. You know what I'm saying?
Nick,
It's the
listen,
freaking
Detroit,
marketing and booking of
gonna be
freaking
a
Man,
PBC. You
it
know
was
what I'm
too
saying? It's
damn
not your fault.
simple, dog.
Wait, what
man,
you
I'm
It was
feeling
too
lucky.
simple.
what you say, HD?
I said he gonna come in a day before the fighter said, man, yo, HD, man, you know, man, yo, man, I'm feeling lucky.
Better not
Nah.
die. He
Who
better
you want
not
to
die.
fight then, nigga? Come and
Nah,
step in.
man.
Hey, what my boy said, hey, you got money on you? I want to hear that bullshit. Well, come on in.
Man, I watched that fight like when I got back from the damn cruise. I watched that fight like freaking 5 times, dog. It was so simple. Bud just beat him. So simple.
But I'm
Man,
saying,
he
no,
didn't even have to he didn't even have to switch to Orthodox at all. He stayed Southpaw.
Yep.
All he did was
Because you know
carry him the
why?
whole damn
Errol
thing.
Spence struggles against southpaw fighters.
Man,
He's
just beat.
terrible.
Man, it was so simple.
but
Is Errol Spence from Dallas or was he born in Long Island? Like, where is he? Is he born in Dallas or born in Long Island?
Nah, he born in New York.
Yeah,
New
he
York?
Long Island, right?
Okay. Oh, I
Yeah,
know
man, I wasn't taking no Long Island brother over somebody from Omaha. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it
so basically saying the nigga came from the right roots. The other one was on that bullshit, right?
Yeah, exactly. I've been to both places, Long Island and Omaha. And I'm just trying to say I rock with the Omaha brother anytime.
Oh, absolutely. And fighting.
You know?
Man, but
yeah, I don't know what you was thinking about
too,
man.
When
you said what?
When it threw his equilibrium off, fight was over then.
Yeah, I know. I saw him hit him in the back of the neck. He hit him in the back of the neck, and it was like stupid. And he fell down.
It threw his equilibrium off.
Hey,
and then everybody said that's a jab, but that's not a jab because Bud is strong in both hands. That was just a straight right jab.
He just got out.
Yeah, it was.
Steroids. He still won the last moment.
Listen, man, it was just like it was just like what we told you with Wilder, man. Like Arrow can't box. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was outclassed.
Wilder can't box neither. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Put him in there with dudes who can box.
Wilder just got
over with.
On right hand.
It's not that Earl can't box. It's Bud took his jab away because Earl sets everything up with the jab. If you take away his jab, dog, you got him, and that's what Bud.
If you know how to box, if you know how to box, you just can't take away. You can't take away just one thing from somebody who can box.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but that's but the thing is with Earl is everything is off his jab. His whole offense is he works off the jab. If you take away his best weapon, which is his jab.
Dude,
You
he
got
got
him
way
dead to
more than a
rights.
jab, bro.
Because
No,
he already
Bud,
ain't got no
just
defense.
didn't
Not
have
really. He got
already
no,
got a
Bud
jab
didn't have to
movement.
bring
He
it out,
already can't
dog.
move side to side.
Okay, but Q,
So if
Bud
you
didn't
take
even
away
have
his
to bring
jab,
out
you got
nothing
the
else
nigga dead
because
to rights. And that's what Bud
dog, he could
did.
do.
He
Errol
took
ain't
away
have
his
him
jab.
nowhere. Errol, after that first round, nigga, it was done. Like it was done, dog. I was waiting for the money to come.
Yeah,
That was it.
that's
That
what I'm saying.
second round,
It was like
done.
it's not that he took it away, dog.
He didn't take nothing away.
he negated all of his punches.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he made Errol just not effective, dog. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm
Because
saying.
all Errol can do is move forward.
Yeah.
You know, that's all he know how to do.
Yeah,
Because
that's what I'm saying. All you
Okay,
can do,
but
he got
but
one
who did Errol?
style.
Okay, I ask you this:
Move
who did
forward,
Errol go?
and he works
That
off
was a
that
boxer.
jab.
But who is Errol win against? That's really on Bud's level as a boxer, like all facets of the game. Like who? Who is
Nobody.
he going against? Nobody. Sean Porter's just physical, but he doesn't have no skill. Who guys punch like him? Who guys punch like my little sister?
Right.
So it's like, yo, what are you talking about?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. He ain't fight against nobody who can throw down, and that's all I was telling you. He hasn't. It's the same as Deontay Wilder. When he fought against a boxer, he got put to school.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's a difference between taking a punch and dishing a punch. If you can't take a punch and you want to go up higher, like the 154 and all that, and you can't take a punch, all right, that's gonna be ass. And you ain't got no counter for it, because when round 5 and 6 come, you done been hit all your places. Boy, you sluggish. You gotta dig deep. And Errol, I just ain't seen him dig deep, dog. I ain't seen him. And I blame PBC.
His feet were so far.
Al Heyman. I blame Al Heyman. I blame Al Heyman. I blame PBC. I blame the Charlos because they keep getting smacked up, and that rubbed off on Errol. So that's all I'm saying. I blame all them 3 people. They have hindered Errol Spence's growth. They have.
Man, that whole Derrick James camp
I mean, with his skill set though, it's just he always was gonna have a ceiling. You know what I'm saying? Like he good at power punching. You know what I'm saying? If he can set up his power punches, you know what I'm saying? Like he can get over. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, Bud negated all of that. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't even push. He was trying to push Bud around. He couldn't push Bud around. You know what I'm saying? Bud,
that little dude that in school that's just swollen than everybody. You can't do that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like you had your only advantage would have been your power shots. You know what I'm saying? Once you didn't land your power shots, it's over with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but also T, like he hasn't added nothing to his arsenal though, bro. Like he boxes the same every fight. Like he don't.
That's all he does. Keep going forward. He's never been knocked back. He didn't know how to act.
Right. That's what I'm saying. And then the people he went against, dog, they weren't really that great at boxing to me.
And they were all smaller. Like Sean Porter, he fights physical, but he's smaller than Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying?
He's more of a street brawler. He's not
he likes to get physical though.
Right.
Errol Spence is still bigger than Sean Porter. He's bigger than Sean Porter.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So like
if he can't push you around, retire after the second fight. Man. Honestly, I think he just gonna go get that payday, then he gonna retire. I think.
That's what he should.
Brad showed him what real class was. He good.
Put him on ice right now.
So
the doctors to let him
got his ass whooped.
I know, nigga. I was there. I watched it too. That's why I put an APB out for Q. I watched it.
Missing, dog. MIA, dog.
I used to grab the
power.
Listen, dog.
Y'all can hear me?
Bro, your lights keep flashing.
Dog.
Your power.
You said what?
I ate a nice
bowl. Like you in the Exorcist.
Hey, I'm gonna get out and come back in. My mic done messed up. I can barely hear y'all.
Don't dodge it, nigga.
Yeah.
Don't dodge me, nigga.
Man, I had a nice.
I'm coming
delicious, back. I had a nice delicious.
Nigga, we gonna come to Orlando.
That arrow loss cut off his power. I couldn't even see it.
It did.
I had a nice, delicious bowl of cereal the other morning and shit. You know what I'm saying? I got it, poured the cereal in the bowl, grabbed my milk. You know what I'm saying? Poured it in the bowl. You know what I'm saying? Then stuck my spoon in and got ready to eat. And had my hand on the cart still and flip it around, and then I seen Q Lee picture. I'm like, dog, what the hell? That
nigga hey, look, listen, hey, you saw what Cito did? Cito looked at his cash app and said, "Ain't no money been dropped yet." I said, nigga, and I just told him. He said he couldn't hear me the first time. I said, I want my money. He couldn't hear me, so I started speaking Spanish. Yo quiero mi dinero. No good. You know, you know what I want.
Yeah, necesita dinero. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Necesito dinero. You know
right. See. Hey, see, mi hermano, see. So I need that ASAP, no Rocky, dog, for real. You can hold the Rocky, just give me the ASAP. That's all. That's all. Just give it to me ASAP. That's it. My boy Cito, his cash app kind of like too, Q. You know what I'm saying? You got all our cash app.
Yeah, man. You had me looking like, wait a minute. My cash app.
I can't even understand what you're saying.
Right. I'm like, wait a minute. Ain't nothing
that boy,
still working on it.
That boy lost all his money, dog.
Yeah, he lost all his money. I tried to stop him. He wanted to bet me $1,000. I'm like, come on.
Oh my God.
For real?
Oh, yeah, you did.
$1,000?
Yeah,
Man, you ain't got no $1,000. That nigga smoking now. I need to tell him to lay off that dope, bro, for real.
That'd have taught him a lesson. Now you should have took that bet. You know what I'm saying? He'd have been sick having to pay that.
He probably been paying $1,000 all week.
The one that happened with Bud Crawford. You want to bet me $1,000? I was like, 1,000? He was like, yeah, that's 1,000. I'm like, I know you kidding. I was like, because $1,000, I'm on a plane. I'm getting out there. I'm coming to collect.
Hey, who you got if Shakur fight Gervonta or Haney?
Right now I got Shakira.
Yeah, me too. I think Shakira beat them both.
He's filled into the weight class, so he ain't as small as he used to be. He's filled into it. Nice.
Yeah, I said the same thing. I think Shakira get both of them.
Especially Haney. I don't think Haney know how to box like that. Honestly.
Yeah. No, he's a more amateur. He's still green,
Right.
I think Haney's all right.
Hey, oh dang, Cino dropped out.
Yeah,
y'all know that.
Go ahead. You can ask me something. I was just on the phone.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Y'all seen that the Japanese dude?
All right, cool.
To my Inouye.
Inouye. Yeah. What you think about Inouye?
No, yeah.
Inouye, I think he good. Floyd want to put him on.
He good.
Drug test. Floyd like, I want him drug tested. If he fight Tank, I want him drug tested.
Cino, you really don't like Devin Haney?
I do like Devin Haney. I just think Devin Haney.
No, we like Haney.
Yeah, we like him. We just don't think he could beat Shakira. We don't think he's in a level.
No, he can't beat Shakur Stevenson.
I don't think he can beat Shakur either. But I think he.
Devin is still kind of green. He
right.
Like Cambosis, he could beat him anytime he fight him.
But I think he has a chance. He got a chance though.
He'll beat him, but Shakir,
he got a chance, right?
On
Shakur, he got a chance.
Yeah, he got a chance, but I'm just saying he's too green. Like he's easy to hit.
I see Shakur. I see Shakur and Devin a split decision for Shakur.
No, I think Shakur murders him, man. I think honestly, I don't think Devin Haney could box at these guys' level. I just think that he getting off a natural ability.
Shakur, I mean, Devin will bully him though. Devin will
but
bully him.
That's what people thought Errol was going to do to Bud, and what happened?
Yeah, but see,
I'm gonna tell
Shakur
you,
is not Bud.
I'm saying the difference between Shakur and Haney to me is just as big as gap in their boxing ability as Bud and Errol. Honestly,
I don't think
Shakir is.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. But
yes.
No, trust me. I'm from Jersey. I know what you're saying. Like I I agree with you.
Here's the point I'm trying to make to you. Devin Haney is already, pretty much established at this weight class already, but he's going to have problems with Shakir because Shakir has filled into the weight class.
Correct.
So he's heavier. He's actually a lot harder.
Oh, at
Then he
135.
became first captain. So he's gonna get Devin's respect on his power level, but he's gonna capitalize on the mistakes that Devin made.
Yeah, 135. I don't think Devin's beating Shakur at 135 now.
In a way, he's not fighting at 130 yet, is he?
To me, in my
He
opinion,
is?
to me,
No, they want him to
think-
move on. He made a decision yet.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna Devin's gonna fight Regis Pro right. He gonna be. He already agreed to it.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised. Regis might land some and not put him on his ass. Regis
ain't gonna win that fight.
I don't think that Regis is
Regis
slow.
fights one way.
Regis can get hit a lot, but trust me, if Regis hit him, Regis can punch.
Yes, he can. Yes,
that's what I'm trying to say.
He got some
Regis
pop.
can pop. So
Hey, I got one more question for you, Sino. Do you think he would have got 10 years if he wasn't in California? I feel like that's a California tax on that charge.
Well, he's in California and it's Meg the Stallion, and he was a goofy and he had a prior. So yeah, that's why he got 10. If he was in New York, he'd have got 20.
I just feel like if he was in Arizona, I feel like he would have got 2 or 3.
If he was in Arizona, he'd be looking at 25 to life.
Yeah, Arizona's a whole You don't want to go to prison in Arizona.
California on their handgun laws in every other state.
Tory Lanez decided to skip trial and end it all. He hung himself last night. I mean,
You don't want to go through the justice system in Arizona, dog.
But no,
I'm just saying, I feel like California puts a tax on gun charges. Like I don't know, 10 years for shooting somebody in the foot. I feel like if they were going to give him 10 years, they wouldn't have gave him bail. Like that's also all I'm saying. If you're looking at 10 years, like how much was his bail to even be out free until the trial?
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
But here's the thing. They come in with everything in the book. They come in with him. He get in the alcohol abuse program. He talking about he's suffering from anxiety from his mama dying.
You're right.
Don't be
we all know he's suffering from anxiety.
Don't be talking to God. You was big bad shooter. Don't talk to God now.
Right.
He always wanted to be the shooter.
Don't pray to God now.
I don't think he's gonna do
the whole 10. No, he ain't gonna do the whole 10. He's trying to get it reduced now. He's trying to go into this program for alcohol. He suffers from alcohol.
I think he's gonna do by 3. He gonna do by 3, and they gonna ship him back to Canada.
3, ship his ass in a box back to Canada.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking the whole time. He was there like 2-3 years when they deported him.
What type of box seat are we doing? The old school style or new school?
Old school, Air Canada. Send his ass back one way.
I just want to take the picture next to the casket, like cheese, like yo.
First day air. First day air. Goddamn, put his ass right there.
Foot shooter, man.
Right. But no, I think
you get HD to package him up. Hey, HD can watch him get boxed up.
Yep. hey, listen, we going live for real. I will be there.
Right, get his goofy ass out of here. Be one goofy gone. We got a lot more goofies to get rid of.
Right.
Box my man up right next to him.
We ought to be called the exterminating goofy unit, man. Real talk.
Yeah. He gonna go up there and talk to the judge. I take full responsibility for everything that happened that night.
What else you was gonna do?
Right.
Man.
You gotta play a tape. They showing him playing with kids. They got the music going, the soft music. He handed out boxes of toys.
Oh shit!
Man, you gotta do his daddy voice. You gotta do his daddy voice again, man. You let me die.
Oh, the daddy voice. Oh, that was classic. Yeah. That was classic.
This is a conspiracy. And Jay-Z.
It kind of sounds like old boy from earlier.
The woman be trying to speak up.
He do sound like old boy from earlier, don't he?
Because he didn't want to sign the contract.
That's the damn
Because he did not want to sign the contract. Tell me.
What are you guys
That's right.
Oh shit.
We go.
Stupid.
Yeah, man, he was in there. Anybody tried to say something in the back? No, shut up.
And Jay-Z,
we go.
Perez.
They remind me. He remind me of the dude from Rocky IV, the Russian. Here we show you how weak and pathetic your country has become. Come on, we go.
Stupid.
Hey, that's our confession that was on earlier.
He did do that shit in the ring. He did that little like.
Yeah.
You talk about anyway, right?
Huh?
You talk about anyway, right? Or no?
We were talking about Tory Lanez.
Tory Lanez.
Oh,
You
I'm like, anyway, what the hell?
about his pop.
Yeah, right. He thinking about monster anyway. Right.
Yeah,
I'm like, that was
I was half paying attention, yo.
I see.
I was preoccupied.
and that's a bunch of bull too with that tank fight anyway. Anyway, small ass.
Anyway, won't fight Raymond Ford though. He won't fight Ray Ford at 126.
Man, can Bud just move up and knock Charlo bitch ass out? Just real quick. Just knock
Charlo ducking him. Charlo gonna duck him as long as he can. Charlo gonna duck him as long as he can.
You got it was a Jamel Charlo talk.
He talking like he want that smoke, but he don't really want
No, he does. He talking about did y'all hear what he was talking about?
After what they just
yeah,
saw.
you can hear it.
I'm gonna tell you how I knew that nigga didn't want no.
You hear it in his voice. He don't say it with no confidence.
No, he's talking to James Harden.
I'm gonna tell y'all when I know that nigga didn't want no smoke. When that nigga sat right beside James Harden, and when Crawford was telling that nigga, "You next," and then he comes to, "I don't know what that nigga talking about. I already did that."
He was like, "No, I'm not next." He's like, "I'm not next. I'm not next."
Right, he lied. He gonna sit there and lie to James Harden. He know he can lie to Harden. Harden don't know what's going on. Harden like, hey,
James Harden was in the double whopper. That's what James Harden was doing.
Yeah, he was like, man, I wanted to shoot at 54. I didn't already did that.
He did. Yeah. When
he already did it before you. He just did it twice.
Exactly.
You didn't already did that. You ain't beat nobody, buddy.
And finna come up the doggone and even though I don't like that damn redhead, but redhead finna knock him out too.
Yeah, that was
Oh, Canelo, yeah, I think Canelo beats Charlo.
I don't think. Yo, Stino, you still want to bet me on that?
Oh, what?
Charlo Canelo.
Oh man, you want to lose money too?
You think Charlo could beat Canelo?
Everybody lining up to lose money, man.
Bro, they set up Charlo about to get his ass whooped by Canelo. De La Hoya gonna be laughing.
They tired of paying this damn bum to sit around.
Don't bet
that. But is he? Can Charlo go up that much?
When I get my money, then
yeah. He walk around 170
Y'all can't be mad at me though.
He can go up that much, T.
I don't see it, that. He gonna have, but Canelo gonna have too much power.
The only worry I have is that Canelo's gonna make the ring small as fuck. I don't like that shit.
No, it ain't. It's gonna be a 20-by-20. It's the same thing. It's a championship fight at 20-by-20.
Nah, he's gonna make it 10-by-10.
But it ain't even gonna matter. Like Canelo can box. He can cut any size ring off. You know.
Yep.
Man,
he like Jamel gonna use the ring.
Yeah, he don't even know how to use the ring, right?
No, he don't.
Knock his head off. We gonna see.
See, they got the same trainer. Derek James is taught these idiots the same style.
Right.
How is this? How he won trainer of the year, Sino? How?
Yeah,
Child's
twice.
way.
He won it
Child's
twice.
way.
Media
House
hype. That's how he won it. Media hype.
Twice.
Errol Spence be around all the rappers and the actors and stuff. It's just all
Yeah,
media hype.
they had no way to get him anything. Hello?
Man,
Hey,
don't
what's
bet
up?
that, dog. I'm telling you
Hey,
now.
did
Don't
y'all,
bet.
did y'all see
bet
the
me on
T-Mac
that.
video?
You're going to be
Did
just
y'all
like
see the
me
T-Mac
down there.
video?
Yeah, man. You don't want
Alright,
to end
man.
up like me. I'm
Yeah, listen, Q. Yeah, you banned from any boxing advice for a minute
Well,
now. You
Nah,
know what I'm saying?
man.
I'm gonna
Nah,
let
yo,
Me
yo,
and Cino, we tied. Me and Cino
man,
tied.
your last like five
We
fights,
tied.
5 fight picks been bad, Dad.
I feel like
No,
I should.
no,
I'm gonna let you
man.
live, but I feel like I shouldn't let you live on this one, Cino.
My
I feel like I
last
really,
two been wrong. I was wrong on this one. I was wrong on Wilder. Only reason why I picked Wilder because he's black. I knew Fury was the better fighter, but I knew Fury was going to win. But I just picked Wilder.
I wouldn't make that.
But if they
So
fight
that means
Fury,
willful ignorance, Q. That's willful ignorance then.
Tyson
I
Fury
know,
don't look
man.
like his heart's in the boxing no more.
See,
Like
I wouldn't
Tyson
make
Fury
that
look
bet.
like he shouldn't be boxing no more. I don't think his heart's into it, man. I watch a lot of this guy's appearances in the UK and stuff. Man, he just looks I think he might be back on drugs, honestly. Like he just don't look like he cared no more about it. Like he's like, I got my undisputed belt.
Oh, you talking about Fury?
Yeah,
Yeah, hey, Mark,
Oh
hey,
yeah,
Marcus,
Fury.
he
Yeah,
done fell into that before.
He
You
done
know what
beat
I'm saying?
everybody.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
might
he
be
done
bored,
beat
like you
everybody.
say.
I
Yeah,
He ain't
don't
got nothing
think
else
he
to
wants to
prove.
fight anybody anymore. I think the only way he's gonna fight somebody is if he get like 65% of the take. Because he keeps telling everybody, I'm
He
the A side, you gotta take about 30 to 40%. And everybody wants to do a 50-50 split with him. So
yeah.
he just
Yeah,
Oh
keeps
there's
hell
only
no,
one person
I'm
gonna
telling you
take
after
the
the first
fight.
fight,
no.
though.
He should get 70%.
Yeah, that's what he's
I
telling people. I
think
think
hell
70%.
yeah, man,
Yo,
Fury
Yeah,
gonna
Yeah.
throw their
he need to
asses.
fight. He need to
yeah.
fight Frank
It's
Sanchez.
only one person that Fury need to fight. He need to
Nah, he
fight
need to fight Frank Sanchez.
Olafin and Usyk. He need to fight
Nah,
Usyk.
Usyk not. Hey,
he
Usyk,
need to fight Frank.
nah, man.
Fury need to fight Frank.
Hey,
Usyk don't want
Q,
nothing to
don't
do with
jinx another
Fury, man.
fighter, nigga.
I think Frank
Usyk
He
like
need to
Don't
fight
220
jinx
Usyk.
soaking wet.
I think
Usyk is 220 soaking. I think Wilder beats Usyk. Usyk is Anthony Joshua was another hype train. Anthony Joshua
another.
Oh
is
yeah,
Oh yeah,
but
man,
yeah,
paper
yeah. We
paper
do that.
champion, Dad.
Yeah,
Paper
Frank
champ.
Sanchez
workout
beats
yeah.
Fury, though.
he looks good in a workout suit, but he ain't really a real boxer. This guy got beat by what's his name? Andy Ruiz.
But Usyk can box though. Usyk can box now. Don't let
All right,
Usyk can box now.
Q. Don't do
But
it.
he can't beat Fury, but he can box.
Yeah. But I'm saying Usyk ain't gonna
Frank
got a
Sanchez
shot
needs
in
to
hell
fight
against
Fury.
Fury. I don't think he has a shot in hell against Fury. I think Fury could show up drunk and beat him.
Who you talking about? Usyk?
yeah.
Man,
Usyk can't mess with Fury at all.
yeah,
No,
that's
he
why I
can't.
said. That's why I said.
Usyk
That's why I
can't beat
said.
Fury. No, he
But
can't.
that's why I said Frank Sanchez need to fight Fury. Frank Sanchez, I think, has a chance to beat him. For real.
I mean,
It
like
ain't
I
nobody
said,
else
I
for
don't think
Fury that
Fury's
can beat.
hurt
It
in
ain't
it.
nobody
I
else,
think anybody can
man.
You
catch
never
him. I just don't think it's
Frank
Usyk.
Sanchez fight?
And then now they try to hype up this new boy, this Jared Anderson.
My thing is,
Charles Martin
it's Frank Sanchez
was
all the
paying
time.
his
He's
behind
too
up.
small for Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying? Tyson Fury is
Go
not.
ahead, Nick. Go ahead.
I know. I was just saying.
Frank
You know,
Sanchez
whether you think Alexander Usyk or Frank Sanchez can go up against Tyson Fury and call him, pose a challenge to him, I don't think any of them can beat him because, like, dude, Tyson Fury is too big. And my thing is, he's very awkward with his style. He's also very, for his size, he's very active in the ring.
But Tyson Fury has trouble with people who move, and Frank Sanchez can move, and he's big. He's 6'4", 6'3", 6'4". So Tyson Fury will have a handful.
Hey, you gotta be at least 6'6" and have about 75 inch reach.
I mean, my thing.
Tyson Fury weighs 6'10" with 78 inch reach or something like that.
Deontay Wilder didn't move like Frank Sanchez though.
No, he don't.
He don't. So I mean, listen, I can separate race from boxing. You know what I'm saying? Like Willie Pep, one of my favorite fighters. You feel me?
Nice, yeah.
So he's from Jersey.
I think Wilder. Honestly, I think Wilder knocks out Usyk if they fought.
Huh?
Honestly, I don't think so. I think Usyk can outbox Wilder.
Yeah, I think he can outbox him, but I don't think he can hurt him. Like Wilder, he got hurt against Fury, but he still
I don't think he can hurt Wilder either. I do agree with that. I do agree with that. I don't think he can hurt Wilder. But I don't know if Usyk can keep up all 12 rounds defensively sound. Because all it takes is one punch from Wilder. Everybody knows that. All it takes is one.
Usyk's not durable. He's not. He's
And
not.
I hope he don't gas
enough to
out.
deal with
Because
Tyson.
I know his last fight, he gassed out that second half. Usyk did.
Usyk,
I think if he mess around and gas out Wilder, it's lights out. It's game over. But
he's not tough enough, yo.
Like I could see Usyk winning the first 6-7 rounds, and then the 8th round, Wilder just catching him on the button, fight over.
Yeah, that's how I feel like it'll go too. See, that's how I went with Tony Harrison and Charlo. Tony Harrison was
I'm telling you right now, all these fighters,
but Tony Harrison always gas out. Same
all
with
these
Caleb
fighters
Plant. Caleb
Wilder,
Plant, same thing.
Wilder don't sell pay-per-view. Wilder don't sell pay-per-views worldwide. So all these fighters are ducking him because they know if they take a loss to him, they in the back of the bus. You know what I'm saying? So they all ducking Wilder. That's why Wilder ain't getting no serious fights. Because I think Wilder knocks out everybody except for Fury. Obviously, the rest of these guys, I watch them all the time. Anthony Joshua to me can't box. Andy Ruiz is probably the best boxer out of all of them, but he ain't no shape to be fighting none of the top guys. And then you look at Usyk. Usyk is small.
He done got that
Frank Sanchez, I think, is a better boxer than all of those guys. All of those. Maybe not Fury. I don't know. But Frank Sanchez is a better boxer than Usyk. He's a better boxer than Wilder. He's a better boxer than, AJ. All those guys.
What about Ruiz?
Yes, yeah. Usyk is. Frank Sanchez is a better boxer than Andy.
He's a glorified.
I don't know now.
Yes, he is. I can say that with confidence.
He just ain't got the reach though.
Hey, Ruiz
he can just take a lot of punches, man. That's all that is.
Frank Sanchez is a better boxer than Andy Ruiz.
Ruiz can just take a lot of punches. That's it.
Yeah,
man. You know what I'm saying.
Frank Sanchez is an all world-class boxer.
Yeah, he can box. Yeah, he can.
Okay, I'm not gonna say brother Andy Ruiz can't box, bro.
He's all right.
Yeah, I mean, like, for his size, he actually has quick hands.
And he got great footwork.
I know that nigga eat everybody out of house right now, though. I'm putting
to me, he's got the quickest hands in the heavyweight division right now. But if you want to be real,
opponent to get tired whooping his ass. You know what I'm saying? Somebody you get tired of
He's got the quickest hands.
I don't think Jared Anderson is ready though to face.
No, he's not. Jared Anderson. No, he too green right now, and plus his heart ain't in it. If you listen to the interviews, he kept saying that I'm already burned out, tired. I ain't got the heart for it. I'm just looking for one big payday. Then he gonna get that one big payday, and he gonna leave, dog.
He reminds me. He's very similar to David Morrell, Jared Anderson. You know,
I think David Morrell got more.
But I'm saying their fighting styles are very similar.
Yeah, their fighting style. Yeah, I can agree with that.
They're very just all out bum rush you. Just take your head off with punches. That's the kind of fighting style they both come with.
But Morrell more quicker though.
Yeah, but he's small.
But Jared Anderson, man, he got a lot to work on, especially defense, because Charles Martin was picking his ass apart.
Yeah,
when they fought a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Hey, do y'all think Dylan White took a dive against Joshua?
Man, Dylan White need to retire, man. He keep getting popped for PD.
I can't talk about that.
He keep getting popped.
I can't talk about
that. He need to retire, dog.
I don't know. I watched
second or third time. No, that's his third time getting popped.
Just to do a job, like he was a wrestler. It looked like he was out there to do a job. Like Wilder needed a win to get back in the mix. And Dylan White was like, if you pay me, bro, I'll take the L.
Man, Dylan White was gonna lose anyway.
I don't even know why they set up that fight though. And they good friends too. That's why I just looked at the fight.
I don't know why they set up that crap either.
Yeah, it just looked like it was a work. Like it wasn't nothing to it. It looked like he was supposed to lose.
He just need to go ahead and be a bouncer at a club, man. He keep getting fucked, man. Like for real.
I can't talk
But
about.
to me, I think far as out of Tank,
Like I can't. It's just like I can't.
Haney and Shakur, I think Shakur better than
But
than
Dillian,
both
it's
of them.
like you talk about Dillian White. It's just like I can't talk. I can't deal with people like that. Just like Canelo. Just like all these drug cheats. Fury. You know, it's like.
Oh yeah.
It's hard to talk
But you
about these
know,
dudes, man. Like it's really at the end of
Man,
the
look,
day.
the heavyweight division sucks.
yeah.
It's just hard to talk about.
Yeah.
Like to me.
Bunch
Yeah,
of
of course,
dudes
the
that really
heavyweight
can't fight
division
like
ain't
that.
nothing like
They
it
can't
used to
box
be.
like that.
Hey, do you consider people who do stem cell drug cheats?
I don't know, man. It
Because a
depends.
lot of dudes
In
got stem
boxing,
cell where they get
I
fresh
mean,
blood
If
put in
if you recovering, no,
they
I'm saying
get fresh blood put in their body.
if you
right.
nah, but that's a different type of steroid. If you recovering from an injury, that's not an anabolic steroid. You feel me?
No, I know,
But
but
see,
like EPO do the same thing. EPO is basically like a stem cell shot. You know, EPO kind of like the same type of blood doping. That's what I'm saying. Like just because stem cells legal, like it's kind of like the same thing to me.
I don't know, man. I mean, if it's about if it shows up on Nevada, then I don't. I mean,
yeah,
Stem cell
No,
a
it
lot of
regeneration.
wouldn't
drug
show up. It
testing.
wouldn't
Stem
show
cell
up.
regeneration is
No,
not a
no, it's not going to show up. Stem
not gonna show
cell
up.
is when they got the plasma rich blood. It's basically like you know, you got old man blood. You ain't got a lot of plasma in you because your body breaking down from wear and tear. So you know you get the plasma rich blood. You feel like a teenager again. You know, it's like Kobe in his knee. You know, he had the degenerative knee. They
right.
give him plasma blood. Next thing you
Yeah.
know, he looks like number 8 Kobe again.
Yeah.
I think you could do that. You could, of course, you could do that in basketball, but boxing, I don't think it's
That's
so
what I'm
much
saying.
that
In
body
boxing,
drugs.
in
Yeah,
boxing,
it's
but
so.
I
Yeah,
think
Yeah, I
it's
don't think
legal.
you
I
can get
think
away
it's
with that
legal
in
in Europe.
boxing.
In Europe, it's legal to do that in their boxing commissions
yeah.
themselves.
Good point.
Well, I mean, you know,
But
they
in
still
certain
got a
states,
stem cell
though,
bank for
in
They can
certain
do it.
states, I think it's illegal in boxing.
Yeah, it's
Though.
illegal here. It's illegal in the
Yeah,
States. You can't do it as a
right,
boxer in the States. But I'm saying
right.
all these K dudes that be getting popped, I'm just saying, like, I mean, a lot of them do stem cells anyway. So, I mean, I can't
Yeah,
really, like,
true.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know, man.
Big
I never
Gary
thought,
Baby
like
Anderson
I never thought
kept
about
getting
that.
popped.
I never thought
Really?
Another one kept getting popped.
that's crazy. Yeah, I mean,
I think he don't even fight no more because he kept getting popped. He got popped like 3-4 times.
yes. I don't know. I think that and y'all think who y'all think won that Lomachenko Haney fight, man? Because I think
I
Haney.
think it was
I
a
went
draw.
back. I
I
kept
think it was
watching it. Kept watching
I
it.
think that was 8-4 Haney, man. That for me.
I think it was
At
a
first, I
draw.
said
But I
Lomachenko.
mean, but
I
it is
told
what it is.
everybody. But I kept watching it and
But
watching
those
it and
body
watching it.
shots, like
I think
that body work from
Haney.
Haney.
I think it was a 7-5 Haney because I think
Thank
that first half of the fight, Haney was doing good body work. Good,
Yeah.
kept going to the body, and I think he was just banking off rounds. But I
So
think
by the
Lomachenko came
by the
on
end of the
strong
fight,
like
man.
late, like round 10.
But by
Round 9, 10,
And
and
that's why I
11.
like Shakur. That's why I like Shakur against Haney because I feel like Haney got tired at the end of the Lomachenko
but
fight.
see,
That's what I
But
think
Haney kept
happened.
struggling though with 135 though. That's why
but by round
he
12,
kept struggling.
if you notice though, by round 12, man, Lomachenko he didn't punch any, he didn't throw any punches in not any punches. He threw some punches, but like he didn't throw much in round 12 because he couldn't throw the hook shot.
Of course, I agree.
He couldn't
Haney
throw
came back and
he
won
couldn't
the
throw
12th
he
round.
couldn't throw
That's why I
he
said it
couldn't
was
throw
like
the left hook.
7-5.
But
I
listen,
give
yo,
it the Haney.
but he
I
couldn't
give
throw
it
the
like
left hook.
7-5.
The reason he couldn't throw the left hook is because Haney was hitting with so many body shots, he couldn't turn his body around to throw it.
Right.
12
Because
rounds.
Haney kept
So-
banking. Like I said, the first half of the fight, Haney kept attacking his body.
So how could you say
when you keep attacking that
won?
body, you go break down the second half. You ain't gonna have that oomph like you.
I didn't say I
usually
thought
have.
Lomachenko won. I said I would have gave it a draw.
Right.
But I mean, if
you could give
but
it
I
a
would
draw.
I
saying,
wouldn't
because
give Lomachenko the fight. It's Haney the draw for me.
as much hype as Haney got, he didn't look real impressive.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, I think Haney did what he was supposed to do, and he played.
I think the first half he really controlled that fight though.
I
He
mean, but
really did that first time.
we
He
know what
controlled that fight.
we know what Lomachenko is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
we know it.
yeah, like so he kind
Yeah.
of struggled with Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying?
I think that yes, he struggled at times, but I don't think that that's really anything to be surprised at, because Lomachenko is Lomachenko. But I think Devin won that definitively. I don't really think that there's any. I don't know.
can agree
Now,
with that.
at first I thought.
But a lot of them shots, man,
At
Lomachenko
first I
won.
thought that Devin lost, but I had to watch it again. Once I watched it again, I was like, oh, what are we watching?
All right, I'm gonna put y'all in the back chat. We're gonna end the live stream.